What up, y'all? This is Wednesday, August 13th. We're back here on Falcons Daily. I am CG, Craig Green, your host, and I appreciate y'all checking in. Gonna have a little bit of a shorter show today, but we are gonna cover some topics surrounding the Falcons of importance, of course. That's what we try to do here every single day. First of which, we're looking at the Titans joint practices. Today is day 2 of that. The Falcons are already underway doing that, and it's probably ended by the time you're watching this. Right now, no reports out of what's going on in Flowery Branch, and it's already still about 9:30 in the morning here on the East Coast. But I would say, yesterday it was the word around Flowery Branch is that the Falcons offense struggled. Really, both offenses struggled against the defense. Defense had their day yesterday. And when it comes to the Falcons and their offense, can their offense bounce back? Will their offense bounce back today against the Titans defense? That is a big question. Now, when you look at the Falcons or the Titans pass defense, or just look at their total defense, right? From last season, the Tennessee Titans were second in total defense in the league behind the Eagles. So they played well defensively, especially against the pass. So if Pennock struggled yesterday, which he seemed like he did, again, that's the reports coming from the branch, it's probably why. It's because of the fact that Tennessee's pass defense only allowed like 175 yards in the air per game, something around that, 175, 180. That's going to be a big reason why. But I think the offense will have a better day today. Again, we don't know what's happened just yet. We'll find out if you read the blogs and all that. But it's the second time around for the Falcons to see this particular defense, and I think there will be some adjustments made. And I think Penix, Cousins, and the like will alter their make those adjustments and do what they need to do in order for them to have some success here in these practices. Now, it's going to take a full gamut effort for it to happen. Rush, pass, and then also blocking is going to be a big factor as well. Got to keep our quarterback clean. Got to keep the offensive line pushing forward and knocking those defensive linemen back, whether it's a run play or a pass play. So I feel confident that the Falcons offense will bounce back today, again, because of the fact it's the second time they're seeing this defense, and I feel like they were pretty good at making adjustments last year as well. Next up right now, y'all, looking at some comments made by Jesse Bates to the media yesterday on Tuesday, and he was talking about having, an alter ego and alias or something like, he was talking about locking in when you're playing football, like locking in, being in the zone, whatever it may be. How do NFL players do that? Jesse Bates tried to kind of give a little bit of perspective on it. What he said was, I always tell myself that I'm not the same Jesse Bates when I step on the field. I'm JB3. There's an alter ego you got to have if you want to be great in this game. And he used Drake London as an example and said that Drake is a person who can tap in as well to that, I don't know, dark side, dark place, whatever you may want to call it. We've always heard it before. We're friends right now, but when the bell rings or whatever, competition is on and we're not friends anymore. But yeah, I mean, for some players, I think they probably do have to do that, channel themselves into another realm or another trying to think of the right word here, really another version of themselves. You heard Jesse say, hey, I turned into JB3, the playmaker, the ball hawk. Those are my words, not his. But he used Drake London as an example, said, Drake London, the man, is totally different from Drake London, the wide receiver, who plays like a dog and is very aggressive. So, I think it's true for some players, not all. Kobe Bryant was the Black Mamba, of course. I'm sure he had to tap into a different part of himself. Michael Jordan, I'm sure, had to do a lot of the same things. And, so I don't disagree with it. I just don't think it applies to every single player to be great. But for Jesse, if it's working, hey, don't break it, man. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Keep on doing it. Can the running backs do a little bit better this Friday night against the Tennessee Titans? That's the hope because they carried the ball, I think, like 12 times or something ridiculous for 22 yards. And we're talking 22 yards. That means, if they started from scratch, they got 2 first downs, and that's about it. Hopefully the Titans, hopefully the Falcons offense will bounce back here from on the rushing attack. Considering last year Tennessee's defense, their rush defense was in the 20s last year. They were 23rd in total, in not total defense. They were 23rd in rushing and rush defense. So they could be had on the ground. Actually, 26th. I got that wrong. So they're even worse. 26th on the ground in rushing was Tennessee last year. Again, they can be had. Make sure, you keep your eyes open on the Falcons' rush attack and see if they try to exploit that. Again, remember, they're not really game planning here because it's the preseason, but I would still say it's okay to expect some better numbers out of the rush attack after Friday night. So, it can't just be all Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. We got to find that third guy, fourth guy, who could step up and be a contributor, someone who's a change of pace, if that makes sense. So, we're looking for you out there if you're on, hopefully you're on the roster, perhaps. But if you're not, maybe he will be soon. So, again, the rush attack can't do much worse than 22 yards. I think the Falcons will fare a little bit better. It would be great to see them get to 100, but if you don't get to 100, whatever. Just at a minimum, double the number that you got this past Friday night. All right, folks, we are going to go ahead and end the show right now and let you know that we thank you, and thank you again for all the subscriptions. And thanks for helping us get over 1,000 subscribers. Make sure that you and your friends are rising up and sounding off in the comments. Let me know what's on your mind. If you want your if you want your handle to be read online and I'll read your quote, let me know, and I'll put it out there for you. Let us know who you are, where you came from, how long you've been a Falcons fan. Give me all that stuff. Let's chop it up, y'all. We only got a little bit of time left until the regular season. So whatever's on your Falcon mind, put it on your Falcon keyboard. All right. Until tomorrow, we'll be back with more Falcons Daily. Sayonara and buenos noches.